Well, how did you feel when you woke up this morning? Run down or unmotivated? Not to worry, wellness expert Tatiana Ridley joining us today to help us feel better and get going off on the right foot. Thank you for joining us, Tatiana.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So there are certain things that we can do today to help us feel better tomorrow. Where do we start with this?
Yes, there are. There are several things that we can incorporate into our day-to-day regime to help us feel better tomorrow. The first being, we all know that we should be drinking 8 glasses of water a day, but what you may not know is that you should be drinking room temperature water because it's going to be easier on your digestive tract. Now, the summer's here, it's super hot. Our knee-jerk reaction is to reach for that ice-cold glass of water, but I want to dissuade you from doing that and encourage you to reach for that glass of room temperature water during the summer months and throughout the year. In addition, we all hear that exercise is integral to our overall health, but sometimes, we get injured, we experience aches and pains. There's a wonderful homeopathic remedy that I love to use and recommend to my clients. It's called Trameal. And Trameal is comprised of 12 out of 14 naturally active ingredients that hone in on your aches and pains and help you feel better. Now, a recent study in Spain came out showing that this homeopathic ointment is equally as effective in treating pain as its prescription counterpart. So that's important to keep in mind. I just want to note that Trameal is a homeopathic remedy and therefore the FDA has not reviewed these statements. However, you could head on over to Trameal.com to glean more information about the product and to find out where you could buy it in your neighborhood.
Okay, fantastic. So how exactly... I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry, I was going to move on. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, what sort of aches and pains
question?
does it work for? Can you be more specific? How does it work?
Sure, an ankle sprain, joint pain, bruising, all of those different issues. It'll help relieve that pain relief, help you get back into your exercise. In addition, we all know that a healthy diet is so important for our overall health, and depending upon our bio-individuality, we'll be abiding by a different diet, but I want to encourage all of you to incorporate anti-inflammatory foods, herbs, and spices into your daily diet. Now, some of these examples include salmon, Asian mushrooms like shiitake mushrooms, turmeric, which is an Ayurvedic herb, and cinnamon. So those are very important. Now, we also know that it's important to get around 8 hours of sleep a day. Some of us need more, some of us need less, but a lot of us deal with insomnia due to the daily stresses that we experience in our lives. There's a wonderful natural remedy for this that I love to recommend to my clients. It's tart cherries or tart cherry juice. Now, they have naturally occurring melatonin in them, which helps us to, improve our insomnia and or to reduce our insomnia rather, and improve our sleep habits. Now, you'd want to consume around a handful of preferably organic cherries daily, or a glass of tart cherry juice with no sugar added. It might take a few days to take effect, but that's super helpful. Another factor that contributes to our insomnia is our constant connection to our electronic devices, our smartphones, our televisions, our computers. Now, I want to encourage you to step away from all of these electronic devices about an hour before you go to sleep. If you can't remember, set a reminder on your phone. This will help your body get into that sleep mode so you're able to fall asleep easier, quicker, and just have a nice deep sleep. And last but not least, being that we're connected electronically 24/7, we have to remember to step away from our devices and socialize one-on-one. That's so important for our emotional health. So it's all about baby steps. I hope these tips were helpful.
Okay, so where can we find more information on everything that you just mentioned?
You can head on over to my website, TatianasHealthandWellness.com.
All right, perfect. Tatiana, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Have a great summer.
All right, you too.